I'm Deborah Delafleur with Delafleur Florist. We are ready for the holidays at Delafleur and ready to bring some cheer into your home. We have some great colors and accessories today. We're going to have a fun design. I'm starting with a wonderful tin pedestaled kind of dish. I'm sure it's probably for some kind of cookies or cupcakes or something, but I saw it as an instant floral container. Then we're going to use one of our loamy trays or a plastic dish. I have pre-soaked my floral foam in Kreisel flower food, and then I've taken some of the waterproof tape and taped it around to keep it secure, and then we're just going to place it right on top of that dish. I also love grapevine, any kind of grapevine wreaths that are just absolutely fabulous, and we're going to use that right on top of that container, and it makes just a great accessory already. It just makes it so much fun and easy to use. Then we're going to use some of our beautiful foliages. We have some magnolia here. I've got boxwood. I have huckleberry. We have all different types, a pine. And to me, the holiday arrangements are really about the foliages. They last a long time because this is something you want the consumer to keep in their home, for the entire month. So you want to have plenty of foliages that are long lasting in the design. I'm cutting each piece and inserting it into the foam. Isn't that texture fabulous? Then we have some great long pine that we're just going to insert in there as well. I love the fragrance of the pine. It just it makes it feel like the holidays in your home when you have that wonderful fragrance. Again, cutting each piece as you insert it into the arrangement, stripping off any of the excess foliage that you have. And look how nice, we're just spreading that out. We're just going to let it happen. Fabulous textures, and they're all different foliages, so it makes it kind of fun. You see the different colors of that dark green into the very light chartreuse green that looks so new, and it's already fun. Love it, love it. Isn't that great? Oh, just the texture is so much fun already. And then, the holidays are really about the pine cones, the ornaments, that type of thing that makes it so beautiful and long lasting in your home. So we're going to take some of these little ornaments. I've taken my U-glue. We have our U-glue, and I've cut it. And then it's got the two sides. So I took one off, stuck it right onto the back of the ornament, and then I'm going to peel that off. And there is your little sticky side, so that's wonderful. And then we're going to nestle it right down here and just give it a little press onto the grapevine wreath. Now the fun thing about this is that it's easy. You don't have to use any hot glue or get cold glue on your hands. So if you use the U-glue dashes, it's fantastic. And you just peel that white off and you just insert it right into here and just hold it still for a minute. Make sure you got a nice hold on the grapevine. And you'll notice that usually with our ornaments, we turn them to where that little hanging part is on the inside to hide the mechanics. I think it's kind of fun to really show, okay, this is an ornament that would hang on your tree. And I kind of like to put the ends up sometimes and let people see what it is. I just think that's interesting. So we're going to do another one. And here's our U-glue dash, and we're putting it right on the back of that ornament, pressing it, and then you just peel that off and put that right onto your grapevine wreath. Isn't that cool? Now you notice that I chose navy. I think navy is really a happening color right now in everything, in clothing, in home decor, and blue has always been America's favorite color, but this navy I think is just a richer and it adds a little bit more elegance to something. So I really am loving the navy. Some beautiful blue hydrangea. You know how popular and wonderful they are with proper care. Hydrangea are a wonderful flower. They do last. Purchase from the best suppliers that you can get in the industry. Take proper care and handling, hydration with your flowers, and you are in good shape. Remove some of those larger foliages. Isn't it pretty already? Then we have some really beautiful eryngium. Our customers are loving the eryngium for that texture. It's just, you always need to have that flower that they say, what's that? You want them to wonder what is that in that design, and talk about your shop because you have unique flowers. You don't have to spend a fortune getting them. Talk to your importers, growers, wholesalers, and they can get you whatever you need. And they don't mind if you don't want to buy 48 cases. You can get a box or two and spread it around through all your designs. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, I love it so much. Then I thought, well, maybe I'll do blues. Maybe I'll add white. And then I walked in the cooler and I saw this fabulous stock, and I was like, ooh, let's just add some pretty purple in there. We'll do some purples and lavenders. We have that fragrance. Cutting each flower. For all of you that haven't gotten to turntables yet, the turntables are so much fun in designing your flower arrangements. They make it so easy for you to get to every side, so they're kind of a fun thing. Isn't that great? And then we also have the pine cones. So the pine cones, I like to purchase pine cones that have the pick on the end already, and there are frosted pine cones or the brown pine cones. So we'll just kind of choose from that. Let's go ahead and stick the frosted pine cones in here so it lightens it up a little bit. So you can see those, and they're a little brighter. And you know, don't be afraid to nestle them down inside the design so there's that interest way down in there where your customer gets to look and see, ooh, look at that nice little thing that's down there. This is so exciting. Let me see what's going on down in the design. You want to get that interest. I've also got another color ornament I think I want to use in here, and this is like a taupey color, and I also think that is like so rich. I really love that. I'm going to nestle this down on some of this pine, and it holds it so well. Look at that, how easy that is. I really, really am loving these other colors. So don't be afraid to do non-traditional colors for your holiday. You know, we all love our red and greens, but don't be afraid to do some other colors. Maybe your home is already, you know, furnished with some blues and whites, but look how fun that is, just adding those cones and the wonderful ornaments tucked down in where you have to kind of get in the design to see them, and it makes it so much more exciting for the viewer to get to see those things down in there. Let's add another magnolia as a focal in the design over here. Isn't that fun? And it's really not such a complicated design. It's not overly floral. It's really about a lot of the ornaments and pines. And I'm going to take a little bit of my Chrysal leaf shine, and I'm just going to dash it off on the huckleberry. This is my huckleberry foliage. It's not going to do me any good to put it on the pine. So huckleberry and the magnolia. So we're just going to dash it on. You don't cake on the leaf shine. You just let it kind of dash right on, just to give it that little glimmer and that little shine. Isn't that pretty? I love it so much. There's also beautiful ribbons you could use in the design that make it interesting, but I think this one here is just a beautiful piece already. Isn't that gorgeous? So there we go, another lovely design from Delafleur Florist and Deborah Delafleur, and we're wishing you the happiest of holidays.